of the Burnsville defensemen. Excellent shots for the point, and here is Schrader.
See Ramsick right in front there, ready for the rebound tip. Now you see Peterson. Yeah, that's enough.
17 seconds left in the power play. Here's Finnegan coming from the side. He crashed into the goalpost, but he's all right. And now Roseau starts out. This is Brown once again. Brown over the line, puts on the brakes, tries to center it, and it's broken up by Finnegan. Finnegan, cross ice pass, and it's Burrell over the line. Burrell's shot, and Johnson gloves that. And Johnson will hang on for a faceoff. There's a break in the action. We'll be right back with the Minnesota State High School Hockey Tournament.
Only your independent Lennox dealer has the most efficient gas furnace yet developed, the Lennox Pulse. Call Lowell Anderson at Cronstrom's Heating and Air Conditioning to find out more.
Both teams now full strength. Here's Logan with the shot. That is blocked, and Logan will have to retreat outside the line for the puck. He is checked, but Geringer lost his stick, so he could not follow up. Now Okerlund with the long lead pass, too far for Bloom. And back comes Roseau. Over the line comes Dallum. He falls, gets up, and it's cleared outside the blue line. And Okerlund will take off. Okerlund falls, and maybe the pressure of overtime is affecting the play a bit right now.
I don't know how they had their legs left at all. Pace have been real good all day.
Here's Jeff Provence. Over the line. Well, he was checked before he got to the line. Now they bring it in over the line. And it's cleared right back out by Marco F. And Todd Skimes on the move. Skime trying to cut in. Skime with the shot. And Johnson held the short side and made the stop.
Sure did. Made it look easy. Just held his ground. Skime got a good effort.
Gil Diedrich. His lead pass is intercepted. And back comes Peterson. Here's Peterson moving in. The shot, Dahlgren, and the save by Luckcraft. No goal. Yes, they're going to count it.
Oh, they're going to count it. Peterson threw it over Dahlgren. And the net came off the same time the puck was going in. I thought that's what they might be discussing.
Strange goal, but it is the Consolation Championship goal. Watch it again. Dahlgren, the backhand.
Went off the body, I think, but it wasn't intentional. Here you have Peterson to Dahlgren. Can't even see the players on the right side. It's in. It's a goal.
And the Roseau Rams cap a 4-goal comeback and win in overtime 9-8.
The play went off the glove.
I think Sean Busey gets credit for the game winner.
11 from 20 and 10.
I think the discussion may be whether it was directed off the hand of the Roseau forward intentionally or if it was unintentionally.
The other question, the net obviously came off its moorings, but the puck apparently was over the line before that happened.
So I don't know what controversy we're after here. It's just one of those things. It went in the net over the goal, the referee's decision. He was right in position. Whoever the referee was, he was in good position to make the call.
Doug, we should have known it would end up this way because we saw everything this afternoon in this consolation final.
It was an outstanding game. I feel sorry for Burnsville to lose it on that type of a play, but both teams played very hard. It was an excellent game. Here it is. This is Peterson coming across. Drops it for Dahlgren. Now it comes over to Busey. Watch Busey's right hand.
Well, Andy Luckcraft tried to wave the goal off, but to no avail. It is the game winner, and we believe Sean Busey will get credit for it. But every time Tom Peterson rushed with the puck today, he made something happen.
He sure did. He tantalized a couple of defensemen there. Threw them both to him. Puck went over to Dahlgren. Back to Busey.
Busey gets credit for the goal, his second of the game.
Look at the shots on the board. 38-34. 4:40 left in the overtime. We have a 9-8 victory for the Roseau Rams.
Some of the Burnsville players still arguing the point. The officials were leaving the ice surface, and Todd Skime has skated down to the far end and is still arguing the point.
The angle angle we had is so far away. It looked as though in the replay we went off the right glove of Busey, Sean Busey, but the judgment then is whether it was intentionally knocked in or unintentionally. It looked as though from up here that the goal was in before the net got dislodged.
I think you're right. Fourth consolation championship for the Roseau Rams.
29.
The official goal once again is Busey from Dahlgren and Peterson. At 3 minutes and 20 seconds of sudden death overtime. Now let's go down for the Consolation Championship Trophy presentation.
The official tournament squad receives certificates of participation. Plaques are awarded to the 4th, 6th, 7th, and 8th place teams, and medals are awarded to each member of the official squads of the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place teams. Finally, trophies are presented to the championship team, 2nd place team, 3rd place team, and the winner of this Consolation Championship game. The awards ceremony will be conducted by Mr. Richard Baker of Fergus Falls, President of the State High School League Board of Directors, along with Directors Russ Adamson of Wilmer and Richard Stanton of Fridley. They are being assisted by members of the league staff, Marv Helling, Orv Bees, and Murray Fring. Would the captains of the Burnsville team please come forward to receive their plaque? Would the captains of the Roseau team please come forward to receive their consolation trophy? This concludes the award ceremony and this consolation game, but a reminder, Burnsville will have a welcome home celebration tomorrow with a 1:30 parade beginning at Cobblestone Court, followed by a program.
Well, a great moment for Roseau, and they deserve all the credit in the world. A consolation game, championship game, and they fought back from 7-3 late in the second period to win it 9-8 in overtime.
The smiles on Tom Peterson and Paul Broughton's face as they received that trophy tell the story of the Roseau Rams. The pride, the excitement. They came to win. They got the job done.
As you mentioned, great cheering section from Roseau and Hibbing, and now it's time for the Roseau fans to cheer for Hibbing because they're in the 3rd place game coming up next against Johnson. Now let's go down to Sports Control and rejoin Mark Rosen and Ralph John Fritz.
All right, I guess actually I thought they were going to play till 10, but the winner had to win by 2. It ends up 9-8 and a controversial goal on top of that. We spoke with John Bartz. He had a few things to say about that goal. He's the head of the supervisor of the officials, Mark.
Well, all John can do is give us the interpretation of the rule. And there were, of course, 2 aspects of that goal that were controversial. First of all, was the puck directed in by the glove intentionally? That's the one interpretation the referee has to make.
It can go off the glove, but not intentionally.
Yes, and the second thing, of course, is whether or not if the net came off the moorings before the puck went in. And that's a judgment call. The referee was right on the spot, and Burnsville, of course, will second guess it. But what a comeback by the Roseau Rams. They were trailing by the score of 7-4. They come back and win a thriller, and I thought the North wasn't supposed to have much up there. You know,
well, they
smallest school in the tournament coming down, and great win coming back to beat Burnsville.
The pride factor entered in here again, and we pointed to that yesterday. The teams come down from up there, and the consolation means a lot to those people because a lot of folks are saying, look, you're coming from Section 7 or Section 8. It's a little on the weak side. They don't like that at all. So they proved it here today by winning the title.
Another Northern team will have a chance to take home a trophy. That'll be Hibbing in the 3rd place game against Johnson. Meanwhile, live from the St. Paul Civic Center, this is continuing coverage of the 1984 State High School Hockey Tournament.
Just a little while ago, there I was. Car full of buddies, cruising, radio blasting, a little drinking, you know. Well, that was a little while ago. Nobody wants to be around for the music I gotta face now. Worse than that even. Dad's car. Drinking and driving. Me. Stupid. Hi, Dad.
Play it smart. Don't drink and drive.
Banks just love to give away toasters. But if you're reinvesting certificate money this month, TCF thinks you deserve more, like RCA TVs, Panasonic stereo tape recorders, Olivetti typewriters, and more. 20 big gifts. Your choice, free with a qualifying deposit in a 30-month certificate. TCF 30-month certificates, high guaranteed rates, and more than just a toaster.
5 long years, or 50,000 tough miles. That's the kind of warranty protection Dodge now offers on its full-size pickups and Ram Chargers. 5 years or 50,000 miles on engine and powertrain, same as you'll find on domestic Dodge cars. Plus, 5 years or 100,000 miles on outer body rust-through, which makes Dodge the best back truck in America. At Dodge, we don't just say our trucks are tough. We prove it.
Guaranteed Ram Tough Truck. See your Viking Land Dodge dealer for warranty details.
Dear Republic Airlines, like most account managers, I'd be lost without my appointment book. So when I lost it, your mechanic in Chicago, Joe Orenick, not only found my book, he called my office to say he found it, then returned it with a note that said, "Thanks for flying Republic. We'd like to serve you again soon." You will, Republic. You will.
Every year, Republic gets thousands of letters that really say the same thing. Nobody serves our Republic like Republic.
And what a start to our final day of our coverage here at the State High School Hockey Tournament as the Roseau Rams in a dramatic 9-8 victory over the Burnsville Braves for the Consolation Championship.
But it wasn't without a controversy. We mentioned the head of the supervisors, the officials, John Bartz. Tom Hanneman has John with us. Come on in, Tom.
That's right, Ralph. John, there was some controversy involved with the game-winning goal here. It appeared to many people that the puck had been batted in. How did you see that goal?
Well, if the puck is directed into the net, then naturally it's an illegal goal. But if the puck comes off the offensive player or any part of the offensive player or the attacking player, and he does not direct the puck into the net, then it's a legal goal.
So obviously you did not see it as being batted in.
No, I did not. And I talked with Mark here back on the replay, and he said that it looked like it had not been directed, but that it did come off an attacking player.
All right, John.
So I'm saying, I guess, that it's a good goal.
All right, John. Thank you so much. John Bart, supervised officials. Back to sports control.
So you turn out being the judge.
Wait a minute. I want to put in that position. It's a good goal for the Roseau Rams. I guess there's two aspects of it. Also, the fact that the net came off, and that's strictly a judgment call. The referee's in position at that point. So, you know, that's the way it worked out.
Actually, I'm not sure it hit the hand.
Well,
but that all remains just to look at about 9 or 10 more replays of it, too. Let's take a look at the tying and the winning goal. Here's the one that got the tie.
David Drown had an exceptional game for the Roseau Rams today.
32 seconds left, and this was the winner.
Well, that was Drown's earlier goal. That made it 8-7. Drown scored the last two Roseau goals. They were trailing 8-6. His goal made it 8-7. That was his fourth point. Broughton also had 4 points. David Drown, with the hat trick, made it 8-8.
You know, Drown was hurt. He's number 16 right there, and what a shot. He was hurt at the end of regulation time, diving to save a shot on the part of Burnsville. Look at that shot. This was a major league shot all the way.
Roseau was about to pull its goalie in this play, but Drown picked the puck up behind his own net. We're just catching the end of it. Here's the winning goal again. And from that angle, it's very difficult to see where the puck hit off of what part of his body.
Number 10 is Peterson there. He feeds Dahlgren, and then Sean Busey actually ends up getting the winning goal right there. I'm not so sure. You'd almost have to talk to the players, Mark, to find out exactly what happened right at the net. It's difficult to see on any replay.
Well, putting it in perspective, one of the officials who will be taking charge of the second game looked over at us and says, "I'm glad I didn't have that call." It's a difficult one for an official.
It certainly is. So that's it, though. It's official now. Burnsville winning it, or I should say Roseau winning it. Burnsville perhaps feels they should have won it. 9-8 was the final in our first overtime.
First overtime in 2 years. But coming up next, the third place game. That'll be between Hibbing and St. Paul Johnson. Live from the St. Paul Civic Center, this is continuing coverage of the 1984 State High School Hockey Tournament.
Hockey 84 has been brought to you by Republic Airlines. Nobody serves our Republic like Republic. By Dodge and your local Viking Land Dodge dealer, where an American revolution is happening now. By the largest savings and banking institution in our part of the country, Twin City Federal. now more than $3 billion strong. And by Merrill Lynch Realty Burnett, Minnesota's #1 home seller.